Hey guys, Marisa at KitchenTableStamper.com. This is our project for today. We're going to make this fun cookie box. I found these Mrs. Fields cookies at the Dollar Tree. You can get them in a 3-pack for $1.25. My Dollar Tree has oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip. The oatmeal raisin is always more easy to find than the chocolate chip one. So that's what I've got today. This is the project that matches our card club. Card Club for Cool People is our monthly subscription. And this is our December card club. Now it's too late to get December. Our subscription renews on the 5th of the month. So if you want to be a card club member, you have to subscribe on or before the 5th of the month. Our packets ship on the 20th of the month, and that's about when the online content is released. So we are getting ready to release the online content and ship the packets. I try to always do a coordinating treat because there is so much product in these packets. I want to keep encouraging my club members to use their supplies. So this is our project. If you're interested in joining Card Club for Cool People with our stacked packets, we are now taking registration for our cake celebrations. And you have to register for this one by January 5th. I thought January was a great time for making a stack of cards that you could use for anything. So this Cake Celebrations bundle has Celebrate, Happy, and then it has Anniversary, Birthday, Wedding. And so you can build your own greetings. So what we're doing this month is we're going to make 8, which is a big kit. We always do at least 6, sometimes 8 or 9 cards, and tons of extra product to play. That's why we do a feature in the blog where we do a project to match. So this is just one of our beautiful cards. You'll notice there's no greeting on the front, but with the Cake Celebrations, you can make it a birthday, an anniversary, or a wedding card. So you can build that greeting on the inside as you need the cards. So in the new year, we're going to stock a bunch of gorgeous, kind of rustic chic, kind of a homespun elegance with the Cake Celebrations bundle, and you'll have them already ready for the new year to add whichever birthday, anniversary, or wedding greeting you need. All right, so there's a link in the description below if you're interested in more information about Card Club. Let's get started with our treat box. We've got our work cut out for us here with this one because I decided it would be fun to not just add an embossed panel to the front, but embossed panels to the sides of the box. That's totally optional, but that's what we're gonna do. And then in our flip flap, it's not just a plain flap. We have an embossed panel and some more images. So let's get started with this cutie. You can of course scale this down and just decorate the front of the box, and then maybe add a die cut here with a little greeting. So you can scale this up or down, but we've definitely scaled it up today. So our treat box is, here's the template. The template photo is in the printable project sheet on the blog. There will be a link that says project details. Click here. When you get to the blog, roll down to the bottom of the page, and right underneath the embedded video, you'll see a link that says today's project sheet, and you can just click that link and it'll download a PDF for you. That PDF has all the measurements. You don't have to scramble for anything here. It has a picture of the template. It has detailed pictures of the project and supplies, measurements, step-by-step written instructions. So it's a beautiful free resource. Go over to KitchenTableStamper.com and check it out. The link's below. All right, so we're starting with 11 by 7.5 and our Simply Score tool. We're going to pop the 11-inch side in, and then we're going to score at 3.5, 4 3/8, 7 7/8, and 8 3/4. Then we're going to rotate to the right, and we're going to score at 1/2 and at 1 3/8. Now you can keep going here, or you can rotate 6 1/8 and 7. All right, so that's our treat box. Nice, easy one. It holds both the Mrs. Fields cookie that I showed you earlier and a pack of cocoa, because, you know, what does better to milk to jazz it up than a pack of cocoa. It will, if you wanted to just do cookies, it will fit 2 of these Mrs. Fields cookies, but your center is going to look a little bit bulky. So it was designed for the cocoa and the cookie. Of course, you could just do 1 cookie and a gift card, or put a little shred in there and 1 cookie. So you've got some options. It's a nice big box. All right, let's go ahead and work these score lines with a bone folder, and then we'll trim it up according to the template. Okay, so everything's burnished. We want to make sure that the smaller panel is to the right when we start trimming. And we're going to start at the bottom left, and we're going to remove the bottom left rectangles. So we'll cut a little bit of angle, because this is our glue tab right here, the square. A little bit of angle there, but then straight along and remove the score line. Then we're going to move down 1 score line, and we're going to cut straight along the big rectangles and angle on the glue tab. I love doing just a little bit of angle on these because you get a nicer, tighter corner. But this is going to be the outside edge of the box, so you want that nice and straight. Then we're going to remove this little trapezoid. Down 1 more. Same thing, straight on the big rectangles that are under my thumb. And then a slight angle on that glue tab. Next score line, a slight angle. And then we're going to remove these 2 rectangles by cutting off the score line. All right, so that is our box. Cut off this little trapezoid. And now we just repeat exactly the same on the other side. And there is our treat box. Let's go ahead and round the corners on the tuck flaps, or on the inside flaps. I'm going to fold in 2 scores from the right, and then that makes it easy to just pop that into my corner rounder, rotate and do the opposing side. Then I'll do, again, now that we've rotated it, 2 scores from the right. That's how it makes it easy to get into the corner rounder. All right, there's our box. Let's get some tear and tape and put it together. All right, tear and tape goes on these square tabs. I like to use a lot. You could definitely use liquid glue if you don't mind holding it to dry. Your Seal Plus would work really good here. Not the regular Seal, but the Seal Plus. I have a very hard time with that adhesive, though. I love my tear and tape. But I know that some of you don't like the tear part of tear and tape, so there's a couple alternatives. All right, we're going to remove these liners all the way around. Okay, now form the box. Going to bring the tab in and the side up. All the way around. Super simple box, but really cute. All right, now, because I said we had our work cut out for us, let me show you the next pieces. Cute, right? All right, if you find what fits besides cookies and cocoa, please let me know. Okay, here's our panels, and I've already embossed them with the Zinnia embossing folder. I do believe this one's on last chance. Go check out the last chance list and sale. I am not keeping close track of what's sold out. I'm just trying to be creative. I know a lot of you have gotten it. Our front panel is 4 3/8 by 1 3/8. Our inside larger panel is 4 3/8 by 1 7/8. Then our short sides, you need 2 of these. Short sides are 3/4 by 3 1/4, and our long sides are 3/4 by 4 1/2. And I can do all of this embossing, by the way, with 2 passes through the folder, so not too bad. I'm going to grab some liquid glue. I'm going to adhere all of these in their place. All right, so there is our treat box with its textured panels. Now you can add designer series paper with those measurements instead if you like. There's definitely options for you there with those measurements, or you could just leave it cardstock. That's fine too, especially if you're making several of these. All right, so there's our box, and I'm closing it with a Velcro dot. but you'll notice all the decoration I have going on inside. So we'll save that Velcro dot for one of the last things we do. Let's get our designer series paper here and add those. I've got for my cover 3 pieces, and for inside 2 pieces. These are 4 by 2.5, 3.5 by 1, 3 1/4 by 1/2, and then these two are 2 1/4 by 1 and 2 by 1.5. I hope I pointed to the right piece for each measurement, but those measurements are on the project sheets. Let's go ahead with our outside, and I'm going to adhere using some liquid glue and off center to the left a little bit. Now when I'm doing these next 2 pieces, I'm going to line them up so that they're at the same level inside and out. So we'll add our blue paint peel and then our brown. Now this one is a little bit shorter and I centered the difference. And then on the inside, it's a little bit shorter and I'm going to offset the difference. I'll show you. So this guy goes down first. And the nice part about this is you're going to have that unity, that conformity from inside and out. So I'm going to adhere my blue. I like liquid glue for this. I can make sure that it lines up outside and in. And when it does, level it out and burnish it down. And then for this little guy, instead of centering the difference, because it's shorter, I'm going to offset the difference. So I'm going to put that all the way to the side. And just still make sure that we have nice level with the outside. I love that little detail. Bring that inside, or bring the outside to the inside. All right, there's our designer series paper. Now we need to do some stamping, so let's set this aside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right underneath this other one so that those layers can have just a little bit of pressure on them while they firm up with the liquid glue. I have my heart die cut, and then a little postage rectangle, reinforcer, add a little pop with that cord bow there. All right, let me show you where I got those pieces in case you're looking for them, and I'll show you which ones they are. So the loop, the reinforcer, is from the mini pocket envelope dies. This is on last chance. Like I said, I haven't been watching to see what's sold out. I've been so busy, you guys. So just take a look, check and see if those products are still available. It's always best to shop last chance early while the selection's best. 1 1/8 by 1 7/8. It's this smallest, no, it's the second from smallest postage rectangle. And that's Pool Party. And we did that with perennial postage dies. And then Hearts of Elegance, we're featuring these strongly in the December kit. This is of the 3 nested. This is the smallest. You'll see that this one's a different shape. This one's got piercing, but these 3 are exactly the same in nested. So it's that smallest of those 3 sizes. And that's Real Red. I'm going to add some interest to my heart die cut using the Sketched Plaid background stamp. Another product that you guys is on the last chance list, I think, but I'm not 100% sure if it's gone. So I'm sorry I don't have that information at hand for you. But now that Stampin' Up! Has a last chance list that is completely live and in real time, they have a category. They didn't have a category for it before. So you couldn't just go in there and look at what was available. You had to kind of keep track of these things. And now with a click of a button, you see in real time what's available. When I'm doing this video, something might be available, but when you're watching this video or when I even publish this video, it might not be. So I'm really loving that new last chance list feature, or last chance category feature that Stampin' Up! Has on the website. You can check it out at marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. All right, so we're applying some plaid, and it's gonna look amazing. Any fun background stamp is gonna add so much to this big plain heart, don't you think? And now we're gonna stamp and emboss our focal images and greeting. That aside, I have some basic white cardstock and my Stampin' Pierce mat because the perfect pairs is photopolymer. I've got my embossing buddy from the Embossing and Additions tools, and I'm just doing a very light touch. I don't go patting it, making a big cloud, putting a lot, because that will actually make your embossing powder not want to stick. So very, very light touch, very light touch. Just swipe over, it gets rid of static. If you've got fingerprints, like maybe some oil from your fingers on there, it gets rid of that so that you get less black embossing powder granules stray on the cardstock. It's really a great little tool, but you can overdo it and then ruin your project. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp a couple of images because with the Versamark, you can't really see the images very well on white, but I'm going to stamp a couple at a time, and then I'm going to powder them. And I like to keep my embossing powder in kind of a big tub like this, because then I never have to funnel it back into the container, which I think is a huge bonus. So I'm going to tip my container. It's hard to see, but black embossing powder in a black container, but it's there. Spoon some up, sprinkle it over, and then I know there are some prominent stampers that say don't tap, don't flick. I tap and flick. I've been tapping and flicking since since Desi was 2 years old. Since 1997, I've been tapping and flicking. So I tap and flick to get the excess powder off. And then Stampin' Up! Has this handy dandy brush in that Embossing Additions toolkit. So I'm going to just real quick, any static on the back, just to keep the mess to a minimum. And then you can use this little brush to remove some of the stray powder if needed and get a nice clean image. All right, now, if you can trust yourself not to swipe the powder off of this, then you can stamp a couple of more images. We've got a few to do here, and my milk carton is going to be a two-step process. So I'm going to get one of those on there. And then I'm going to heat this part of my stamping. All right, let's go ahead and heat these images using the heat tool. Now, I've got a nice big scrap. My thumb's all the way over here. If you had a smaller scrap, you would want to grab this with the reverse tweezers. If you're new to stamping, this tool's hot. All right, those are now secure. I need 2 milks and 3 cookies. So let's do a little bit more stamping. I like to heat in batches so that I don't knock the powder off, so the Versamark doesn't get too dry. I've got my little milk carton here for the second one. Now we're gonna go back to the first one and we're gonna stamp the cow. And I like to heat it first, then stamp the cow, because it's so much easier to see if you've got it on center. So the cow is a 2-step process. Okay, let's do the rest of our, powder the rest of our images and heat them. Okay, so there's our little 2-step milk carton with the cow. Isn't that cute? All right, let's clear this up and we'll color. All right, so by the magic of televisions, I have my duplicates cut and ready, and my fussy cut, my sentiment. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to color one of each of these for you, and then we're gonna fussy cut them. So here's our pieces, and I'm going to start with the base of my cookie. And then my chocolate chips. the milk carton, the horns, and the straw. All right. All right, there's our cookies and our milk all colored up. Now let's fussy cut them. Okay, there's all of our pieces. Let's go ahead and finish up our treat box. The next thing I'm gonna do is add my heart. I'm gonna use some liquid glue. Pop that up high and to the right. Then I'm going to grab my tag and my reinforcer, closing that reinforcer by folding it in half. And then I'm going to add a little liquid glue inside. We'll grab our tag and put it on the bottom far left. Hold that for a second and let it grab and add some liquid glue. We're going to add this to the left of our design. We can go together like, and one of the cookies and one of the milk gets dimensionals. So let's set those aside and we'll add our first cookie with some liquid glue. And then we can add one milk and one cookie to the inside with some liquid glue. Let me show you the placement there. I like it, so I'm going to copy it. Pay attention to which way your hearts go, yo. I haven't done it yet, but I fully intend to do some strawberry milk and then the hearts and the cookie with real red. All right, let's get some dimensionals so we can finish out the front of our design. I've got some little half a dimensionals, which I'm going to use here because then I can spread it out a little bit for better support on the back instead of smacking one right in the middle. And then arrange these guys. Let's see here. I think I like that. I might pull this guy up a little bit if I can. That's what I like about liquid glue is I get a little bit of time, maybe even a lot of time, to adjust. Cute. Okay, we need to go together like, ooh, I didn't clean up the back of that one very good. I'm going to use some of these ends here and just really support this with some dimensional. And we'll pop that one on. So cute. All that's left is our Velcro and our embellishments. Got some great embellishments and you're going to have a bunch left in your kit. So make lots of these boxes. All right, our embellishments are this amazing online exclusive Lost Lagoon soft cording. And I've got also an online exclusive, these adhesive back heart sequins. So you get a full of each. You can see after doing my cards, I've got a bunch left over. And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. I thought about struggling and picking them up with my fingers, and then I remembered my friend Rhonda in my head saying, Marissa, you got a tool for that. Why are you struggling? There's a tool for that. And I'm gonna arrange a few on the front here. Let's see. One of each size, because that's fun. And then I'm going to arrange a couple on the inside, because that's fun. Okay, you're gonna love these. They have a great mirror shine. They're really awesome for this kind of not traditional Valentine's color palette. Of course you can use them with pink and red and all the traditional stuff, but you don't need to stay inside that box, and that's what we're doing. So Card Club for Cool People, this was very carefully thought out for you guys. I wanted you to get this because we ship our packets and we release our content on the 20th of the month, and if we had done Valentine's in January, then we wouldn't ship until January 20th, and you wouldn't get it until the end of January, making Valentine's a hassle. So that's why we're doing this one this month. In addition to that, we chose the theme for this one was punny fun for everyone. We really wanted to consider those of you who might have a romantic interest, and this would be, I think, beautiful for a romantic interest, a husband, a partner. But for those of you who don't have that kind of romantic interest in your life, how do you have fun in Valentine's? And so this is what we decided we were going to do for you in December. I hope you love it. January's card club is thought out for you guys too, and it's about hunkering down after the holidays, relaxing, enjoying some crafting time. You're going to make beautiful cards that can be shower cards, anniversary cards, wedding cards, birthday cards. We're going to leave them with no sentiments so that as you need your cards, you can fill them up and you'll start 2025 doing something nice for you. So treat yourself and join Card Club for Cool People. But you can treat yourself to a nice crafting experience, make a bunch of cards, and then have a whole stash for the new year. The cards are definitely repeatable. You can make more of them with the supplies that are left in your kit. Bring in some of the boho blue and the misty moonlight if you want to. We're going to be playing with those soon to retire in colors, which will be really nice to have them in your hands too before the last chance list for the annual catalog. The last chance list for the annual catalog, once that's released, the in colors that we're featuring in January will oftentimes sell out very quickly and suddenly, and strange items like one color blends but not all the rest, or re-inkers. So just keep in mind that there's a lot of thought that goes into these card club packets for you, and we really hope that you enjoy every minute of your craft with us. All right, it's time to just do the final thing here. You can seal this with a Velcro dot or some magnets, crafting magnets, or you can use this box template and decorate it a little bit different. Tie it up with some ribbon. You can use a strap of cardstock glued between the layers on the side that tucks in somewhere and do it like a buckle. So there are tons of ways to close this box. I'm going with a Velcro dot. I've got the liner off of the clear side. I'm going to pop the clear side onto the box just above the milk carton. And that's why we waited till the very last, because we wanted to decorate our inside, then our Velcro. I'm just going to make sure that that's got a good grab. Then I'm going to remove the liner on the fuzzy side. And we're going to close the box to pick up the fuzzy side. And that, my friends, is your bonus project, Card Club for Cool People, punny fun for everyone, perfect pairs bonus project. So make sure if you're a Card Club member that you bookmark this video and print out the project sheet, add it to your PDF from Card Club class. If you've got any questions about Card Club, about the last chance list, about anything having to do with Stampin' Up or Kitchen Table Stamper or the kitchenettes. By the way, my kitchenettes get Card Club for Cool People online. It's a $23 value, free every month. So they get the online version free. If you've got any questions about anything, reach out, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com, and to shop 24/7, MarisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.